And now for something completely different. I'd like to introduce to you a young man by the name of Onder Gurkan, who's the tournament director here in Ankara, and also a member of the ETBF Presidium. Onder, I believe this is the second EBT tournament where you have been tournament director this year. It looks to me as though you thoroughly enjoy these events.
Yeah, it looks so. It started as a hobby that I started running the tournaments in Turkey, the national tournaments. Then it goes to the EBT. Then it goes to the ETBF Championships, then it goes to the EBT, and this year we have a full year with San Marino Open, Ankara Open. So, yeah, that's right. We really enjoy that thing.
The San Marino Open was a tremendously successful tournament. It must have been a huge task with so many entries in such a small centre. Was it enjoyable or was it too much work?
Actually, it was really enjoyable at the first. It was hard, but it was fun to deal that much people, to see that high quality bowlers, that number of bowlers from all over the world. And it was an interesting experience. And after such numbers and after such an experience, you don't afraid of anything afterwards.
I think we can say that was the first tournament where the waiting list was longer than the actual people that were bowling on the squads.
Yeah, exactly. We have 56 people waiting in the list for the 36 spot squad. So that was one of the records I ever seen for the EBT, I think.
There have been some tremendous tournaments on the EBT tour this year, but this is the first one for Ankara. What sort of reaction have you had here to the tournament?
Actually, I see the bowlers are smiling, so this is one of our concepts in the tournament. And the first is quite important because it's the base of the other years. But this is our first step. So we want to be, slow and clever because we want to jump to the premier category next year, and we want to be as clear. We want to make easy for the bowlers. They come and easily play and happy with the tournament and leave the tournament. So that was our major plan for this tournament. So this is what we all tried, and I think we look good because they're smiling and they look okay now until now.
Bowling is fairly new in Turkey, so what sort of local media have you had for the tournament so far?
Actually, we are a little bit media poor for bowling, but this tournament in the beginning days we have a lot of media interest, and we are lucky that TRT, the national television, will be here on tomorrow and broadcast all the finals afterwards. Before that tournament we had Istanbul Open, and Istanbul Open also broadcasted live. 1.5 hour broadcasting, and they broadcasted many times, and it got lots of interest. So it's on its way. It's getting better every year.
It's building step by step.
Yeah.
Rollhouse Ankara, this beautiful centre here, is also going to be hosting the European Masters next year. That's a new tournament for the rankings, European rankings. Will that be combined with the Ankara Open next year as well?
Yeah, that's the major plan. ETBF planned to put it in just after one of the tournaments, EBT stops, so the bowlers can come to the tournament, play there and stay there. That will be easy for organization because it will be a weekday organization. It was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so it will be just after the 2008 Ankara Open. And I think that will be the wonderful thing for Turkish local bowlers because they will have a chance of seeing the top 32 top bowlers of Europe in this tournament.
The Ankara Open next year, you're aiming to be the premier class. There are going to be 3 levels of tournaments next year, I believe.
Yeah, we have challenger, majors, and we have the premiers. The premiers has to have more than €100,000 prize fund. They have to be certified by ETBF that the tournament can done. The lanes have to be certified, and it has to be controlled by EBT directors that this organization can be a premier. And because of that, it gives triple ranking points. So we try to create these grand slams of tennis or other stuff, 1 or 2 stops that has high points and high money prize. We try to create these major events for bowling.
Well, the Rollhouse centres are certainly beautiful centres. A standard, the highest standard I've seen of bowling centres in Europe. I hope the tournaments run to that standard as well. Onder, thank you very much for talking to us, and look forward to coming back next year for those tournaments.
Thank you.